Welcome to the 36th chapter of the book of Genesis. Before we go to the text, we have this graph up here of the characters of this chapter. This is the genealogy of Esau. Seir was the king, the kingdom before Esau. And there was a Seir the Horite was in that area. And then we'll go through his progeny, and then when Esau came, they called it then Edom, and Edom means red, and then later the Edom became Idumea, the Roman period, and King Herod the Great was from Idumea, and then Esau, when he was in Canaan, he then moved over to Edom by the mountains of Seir, and he was married to 3 women. And here are their names: Ada, Bashemoth, and Aholibama. And then their sons, right here, Eliphaz, Ruel, Jewish, Jalem, Korah, and the grandsons, and these are all people that are mentioned in this chapter. Then it goes into the kings of Edom and also the princes of Esau. So with that short introduction here in the graph, you can go back to it at any time. We will go in to the text itself. And just to give you an idea before we go into the text, in the map here this is Edom down in here, and these mountains, this mountainous area is the mountains of Seir, and these cities of Basra and Teman are mentioned in this chapter. And it begins in verse 1. Avte they Genesis Esav. Genesis, the Genesis is the name of this book. The generations of Esau, the beginnings of Esau. Avtos estin Edom. He is Edom, and means red. 36:2. Esav they eleve ginekas iavto apo ton thigateron ton cananeon. Esau took wives to himself from the daughters of the Canaanites, the opposite of what his father and grandfather did. In the names Ada, Thigatera, Elon, to Heteu. He was a Hittite. Remember in the other chapters I mentioned Heth, a Hittite. I like it better than the Hittites because the Hittites were more of Turkish area, and these were Canaanites. Ketin Elivama, Holivama, Thigatera Enan, daughter of Enah, to Iu Zavagon, to Eveu, Zibeon the Hivite. Verse 3, Ketin Vasamath, Thigatera Ishmael, Adelphin Naveoth, and Bashemoth, daughter of Ishmael, sister of Nabejoth. So these are the wives. 4. Etekethe avto Ada ton Eliphaz, and Ada bore to him Eliphaz. Ke Basemath eteketon Raguel, and Bashemoth bore Ruel. Verse 5. Ke Elivama eteketon Ius, and Aholivama bore Jeush. And this Bashemoth, it mentions here in chapter 28:9, she's called Mahalath, and then in chapter 26:34 says she's the daughter of Elon the Hittite, rather than here where it says a daughter of Ishmael. I believe that this chapter was written later, and now this is one reason, and because the names are slightly different, and a little bit later I'll point out one other thing that really gives us a hint of when it was written. In verse 5, Ke Elivama eteke ton Ius, Ke ton Eglom, Ke ton Kore, Aholibama bore Jeush and Jalam and Korah. Uti Iyi Esav, these are the sons of Esau. E agenonto avto in Gi, Canaan, born to him in the land of Canaan. So they were born in the land of Canaan, not in Edom. Verse 6. Eleve they Esau tas ginekas av tu. And Esau took his wives, Ketus Eusav two and his sons, Ketas Thigateras av two and his daughters, Kepanta ta somata to Iku av two and all the persons of his house, Kepanta ta Iparkonta av two and all his possessions, Kepanta ta Katini and all the cattle, Kepanta osa ek tisato and all as much as he acquired, Kepanta osa periapisato in Gi Canaan, and all as much as he procured in the land of Canaan. Ke eporevthi Esav at Gis Canaan, and Esau went from the land of Canaan. Apo prosapu Yaakov to Adalfu av tu, from the face of Jacob his brother. So here it's a little bit different, because before he was already down in Edom when Jacob returned and came down from Haran and met Esau further north. And here it makes it sound like they were together, and the timing in this is just strange. Verse 7, Ingar afton ta iparkon ta pola to ikin ama, for it was that their possessions were many to live together. Reminds us of Abraham and Lot, while they split up. But like I said, it sounded like that earlier that Esau had already left and had come back to meet, unless he came back and then they were living together. But it doesn't say that. Earlier it says he went back to Edom. Ke uk idinato igi tis parikisios av ton ferin av tus, and the land of their sojourning was not able to bear them. Apo to plethus ton iparkonton av ton, because of the multitude of their possessions. In verse 8, Katokase they Esav into Ori Seir, and I showed that earlier to the mountain of Seir. Esau dwelled in the mountain of Seir. Esav avtos est in Edom. Keeps reminding this that Esau, he is Edom, and that means red. He's red. That's his name. And 9, Avte they e Genesis Esav, and these are the generations of Esau. Patros Edom in Toori Seir, father of Edom in the mountain of Seir. 36:10, Ke Tav Tato Onoma Taton Ion Esav, and these were the names of the sons of Esau. Eliphaz, and going over these again. Eos, Adha, Ginekos Esav, son of Ada, wife of Esau. Ke Raguel, Reuel, Eos Vasamath, Ginekos Esav, son of Bashemoth, wife of Esau. Geneto they Eliphaz, and were born to Eliphaz. Now we're going into Esau's grandchildren. Theman, Omar, Sophar, Gotham, Ke Kainez. Verse 12, Thamna they in Palaki Eliphaz, and Timna was a concubine of Eliphaz, the son, to Iu Esav. Ke Ateke to Eliphaz, and she bore to Eliphaz ton Amalek, which mentions in the Bible as enemy so many times to Israel. Uti Ii Adha, these were sons of Ada, Ginekos Esav, wife of Esau. Verse 13, Uti they Ii Raguel, and these are the sons of Reuel, Nazeth, Zare, Zome, Kemo, Ze, Neha, Zerah, Shama, Mizah. Uti Isan, Ii, Vasamath, Ginekos, Esav. 14. Uti they Ii, Oli, Vamas, Thigatros, Anan. These were the sons of holy Bama, daughter of Anan. To Iu Zevagon, Ginekos, Esav, son of Zibeon, wife of Esau. Etekede to Esau ton Jeush, ke ton Eglom, ke ton Kore. She bore to Esau Jeus and Jalom and Korah.